Jordan or LeBron? Who's the GOAT? Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what Michael Jordan had to deal with, bro?
And go over LeBron's finals opponents, and you tell me who had the tougher teams.
You tell me who lost.
Michael Jordan led them. The fans came out in force, and they went as far as they could go. But midnight has struck for the Bulls.
Nah. We won't get into that today. Nah. LeBron's greatness is honestly so undeniable that as an Atlanta Hawks fan and a Los Angeles sports hater, I still feel the need to give my props, even though from a basketball perspective, I hate this man. This man is 36.
I'm 36! I'm 36! Why is it always everybody but me? I'm not Thanos! Golly!
You 36! Well, actually 37 now as of a couple days ago, and is still a non-debatable top 5 player in the league right now. And I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say we have never seen this type of longevity before, and in this video I'll be showing y'all exactly what he has been doing record-wise. So LeBron James' streak of 30-point games just ended yesterday on January 2nd, and it lasted 7 games long. I don't think people understand how historic the 7-game stretch was. See, only 23 NBA players have ever even played 19 NBA seasons. Only 7 of them averaged 10 points per game, and only 4 of them even touched 28 points in a single game. Well, in this 19th season. Well, that's kind of like what LeBron is averaging right now. He's averaging about 28 points per game. He's currently leading NBA history in points per game in their 19th season, with Kobe trailing at 22.3. Side note, LeBron James is 3rd in most points in a game in their 19th season, to Kobe Bryant with 44, but even more crazily, Jamal Crawford had 51 points in year 19. Like, what? And what's even crazier about that is he only averaged 8 points per game in that season, even with the 51-point game. So you can that just shows how crazy Jamal Crawford's game was. I might even have to make a video on that, but let's get on to the next record. The second record that LeBron has, and I mean, I guess it's not broken, but LeBron joins Michael Jordan as the only player aged 35 or older to drop 40 points on 0 turnovers in a game. Michael Jordan has done this 3 times, and I'm going to be completely honest, LeBron might do it 1 more time, but 3 times is crazy. I'm not even trying to discredit the 90s, but the fact that an NBA team allowed this, well, I mean 3 different NBA teams allowed this, is unacceptable. But again, let's stay away from that conversation. Record number 3. LeBron is the oldest and youngest to ever average 25 points per game. The longevity from game 1 to now is crazy with LeBron. This is a record that literally cannot be touched for another 18 years. Someone would have to beat LeBron's record to be the youngest, and then wait 18 seasons to be the oldest to average 25 points per game. Assuming that LeBron keeps an average of over 25 points per game throughout the season, and also assuming that LeBron doesn't average 25 points per game next year, making the record even more unbreakable. On to record number 4. It's also keeping the assumption that LeBron keeps the season points per game average at 28.5. If he maintains this, he will raise his career average points per game to 5th of all time, with 27.03, tying Jerry West, only trailing Kevin Durant at 27.1, Elgin Baylor at 27.36, Wilt Chamberlain at 30.07, and Michael Jordan at 30.12. But even if LeBron keeps or raises his points per game, I feel like every season he plays after this one will lower him on the list. But I've been saying this for a couple years, and it hasn't been happening, so maybe I should just stop hating. Record number 5, LeBron James' first game as a 37-year-old man went decently, you know. He kind of dropped a measly 43 points, meaning that 3 days into LeBron James being 37 years old, he tied the NBA record for the most 40-point games as a 37-year-old, and one more 40-point game being 37 would pass Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Dirk Nowitzki, and he has a lot of time to get one more 40-point game. In fact, I really want to say it's undeniable that he's going to score 40 one more time, either in the next couple months or even next season. By the way, if you want a part 2 of this, because there are a lot of LeBron records, just comment down below. So these are a lot of impressive NBA records. I'd say the most impressive one would be being the youngest and oldest player ever to average 25 points per game. But even with all these impressive records, I'm not going to say that he's already the greatest 37 or 36-year-old of all time. He still has some things to do. You know, Michael Jordan had multiple 40-point games when he was 38 years old. Kobe Bryant scored 60 when he was 37, I think. It's just there's a lot of different things that NBA legends actually have done. This doesn't exactly make him the greatest old player of all time. Also, I truly believe that if LeBron James was not playing with Russell Westbrook, he'd probably have a lot more assist records too now, being 36-37. Let's just hope that, LeBron can keep getting those and Westbrook isn't taking the assist away, even though we all know he kind of is. Not exactly in a way that would make the Lakers lose, even though Westbrook's a losing player, but like he's just not getting the ball as much now that Westbrook's on the team. So those were the records that LeBron now has. If you watched all the way through, I just wanted to say that I am planning on uploading more of these soon, so subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment which player I should make an NBA records video on next, and if this player you commented it has broken some, I'll probably make the video. Also share this with a LeBron super fan or a LeBron super hater, and see you.